Most men have no idea how to compliment a woman in a way that actually stirs attraction on a deep, emotional level. They either play it too safe, tossing out tired phrases like, "You're beautiful," or "You have nice eyes." Or they go over the top, drowning her in exaggerated praise that feels forced and hollow. Here's the problem. Generic compliments don't register. If she's even remotely attractive, she's heard it all before. 10 times a day. From guys at the gym. From strangers online. From men who barely know her. The usual compliments slide right off her, like water off a duck's back. So if your words don't spark something different, something real, something that pulls her out of autopilot, they won't do anything. Compliments only work when they trigger an emotional reaction. Not flattery. Not validation. A spark. Something that makes her feel raw, disarmed, seen in a way she didn't expect. That's where forbidden compliments come in. These aren't surface level. They cut deeper. They bypass the filters she's built up and go straight to the part of her that craves meaning, mystery, and connection. They make her remember you, long after the moment is over. They're not about making her feel good. They're about making her feel pulled in. And in this video, I'll show you 3 forbidden compliments that flip the script and make a woman chase your attention. 1. There's something about you I can't quite figure out. This isn't just a line. It's psychological warfare in the game of attraction. It taps into a powerful instinct almost every woman has, the need to feel understood, but only by someone who truly earns it. Most guys offer compliments she can process in seconds. You're gorgeous. You're fun to be around. You have a great smile. Nice. Sure. Memorable. Not even a little. But when you say, "There's something about you I can't quite figure out," you're doing something radically different. You're placing mystery at the center of the conversation. You're telling her, without saying it outright, that she's intriguing, but not in a way she can control. Here's why it works. It makes her feel unique. You're not defining her beauty. You're noticing a vibe, an essence, something even she might not fully grasp. And that hooks her curiosity. It creates tension. You're showing interest, but without giving her the satisfaction of certainty. It makes her invest. The moment she starts wondering what you meant, she's now emotionally invested in your perspective of her. Delivery is everything. Say it with a thoughtful pause, like the words are slipping out naturally, not rehearsed. You're in the middle of a conversation. She says something unexpected. You pause, look at her, and say, "You know, there's something about you I can't quite figure out." Or maybe she does something out of character. You smile, lean in slightly, and say, "You're not like most people. I can't put my finger on it." Then here's the key, don't explain. Don't follow it up with more praise. Let the silence do the work. Now she's the one chasing your validation. Because most compliments end conversations. This one. It opens a loop in her mind that she has to close. And when a woman starts replaying your words, wondering what it is about her that caught your attention, you're no longer just a guy she met, you're a riddle she wants to solve. 2. I feel like there's a side of you most people never get to see. This isn't a compliment. It's a key. A subtle invitation for her to open up, but in a way that feels natural, intimate, and safe. Most men stay on the surface. They praise her beauty, her style, her vibe. All things that anyone with eyes and ears can observe. But when you say this, you're telling her, "I see more in you than others do." That hits different. Because every woman is performing on some level. Her looks. Her social persona. Her attitude. But behind that, every woman secretly longs for someone who can see past the act. This compliment works because it implies depth. You're acknowledging that there's more to her than what she shows the world. It positions you as different. You're not impressed by the surface. You're tuned into something most people miss. It makes her want to open up. If you hint that there's a version of her most people never experience, she'll naturally want to show it to you. She tells you something personal. Something from her past. You hold her gaze and say, "I feel like that's a side of you most people never get to see." She laughs in an unfiltered, childlike way. You smile and say, "I don't think a lot of people get to see this version of you." The timing and tone matter. Don't say it as a pickup line. Say it like you mean it, like you're noticing something most people would miss. And when she feels like you get her in a way others don't, that's when she starts investing, emotionally, mentally, even sexually. Because now she's not just interested in you, she's opening the door to her inner world. 3. I can't decide if you're trouble, or exactly what I need. This one is bold, dangerous, and incredibly powerful. Why? Because it creates tension and uncertainty. Two of the most magnetic forces in human psychology. Most compliments give her power. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. You're amazing. You have such good energy. Sweet? Maybe. But they all place you beneath her. This flips the script. Now she's the one trying to figure out where she stands with you. Because this line puts her in a gray area, the sweet spot between desire and danger. Here's what it does. It makes her feel like a thrill. You're hinting that she's unpredictable, exciting, even a little risky, and women love that tension. It introduces playful conflict. You're not just giving her praise, you're giving her a challenge. She's not sure if she's winning you over or wrecking your world. It sparks curiosity. She'll start asking herself, why would he say that, and what does he see in me that feels like trouble? She says something teasing. You smirk and say, I can't decide if you're trouble, or exactly what I need. She flirts with the bartender. You give her a slow look and say, you're definitely going to be dangerous for me. She surprises you with something deep. You tilt your head and say, I don't know if I should run from you, or spend the rest of the night trying to figure you out. Tone matters. Say it slow. Playful. A little mysterious. Make it feel like you're half serious, half intrigued, like she's a puzzle you want to solve but aren't sure if it's a good idea. When you do it right, she'll start feeling things she can't explain. And that's the goal. Final thoughts. Most men use compliments as a way to get approval. But if you want a woman to crave your attention, your words need to do more than flatter, they need to fascinate. These 3 forbidden compliments work because they create emotional tension, spark curiosity, make her feel seen, but not fully understood, put you in the position of power and mystery. They flip the script. She's no longer deciding whether she likes you. She's wondering what you see in her. She's questioning why you're different. And she's chasing your approval, not the other way around. Use these lines wisely. Because once you master this level of communication, you'll never have to chase women again. Conclusion: the words that shift the game. By now, you understand something that most men will never figure out. It's not about what you say, it's about what your words do to her. Most guys are stuck on autopilot. They hand out compliments like candy, hoping to be liked, hoping to stand out, hoping to win a woman's attention by playing it safe. But attraction isn't safe. It's emotional. It's unpredictable. It lives in the unknown, in the tension, the mystery, the chase. When you use forbidden compliments, you're no longer just talking, you're triggering a feeling. You're slipping beneath the surface of her mind, into the space where attraction actually lives. You're not praising her looks like every other guy. You're making her question what you see in her. You're making her feel exposed, seen, disarmed, alive. Let's break it down. There's something about you I can't quite figure out. Triggers curiosity. Opens a loop. Makes her crave your perspective. I feel like there's a side of you most people never get to see. Builds intimacy. Establishes emotional trust. Creates a bond most men never access. I can't decide if you're trouble, or exactly what I need. Sparks tension. Introduces desire. Shifts the power dynamic in your favor. These lines don't just impress her, they make her feel seen and challenged at the same time. And that emotional contrast. That tension between comfort and danger. That's the exact cocktail that fuels deep, lasting attraction. But here's the deeper truth. The words alone aren't enough. You have to mean them. You have to speak from a place of inner stillness, emotional strength, and masculine groundedness. Women can sense neediness like heat in a flame. If your compliment is secretly fishing for approval, she'll feel it, and the power is lost. But if it comes from a place of calm curiosity, detached confidence, and emotional control, that's when your words become a weapon. That's when she leans in. That's when she feels you, without even knowing why. This is about more than compliments. It's about understanding a deeper truth of human behavior. People aren't attracted to what's obvious. They're attracted to what's just out of reach. The moment she feels like she's figured you out, the game is over. But when you become the man who notices what others miss, the man who speaks to parts of her she didn't know she wanted to reveal, the man who leaves her wondering what just happened, and wanting more, that's when you stop chasing women, and start choosing them. So remember this. The right words, spoken the right way, at the right moment, can flip attraction on its head. Can shift power without saying much. Can make her remember you, feel you, long after